feeling core or support?
Only 10 team are now picking.
For the X?
Sorry,
for the
last
yeah,
pick, Cloud9.
Oh, yeah.
They know the rotation of the supports. Hanskin and EGM are sitting in the trees. They, as a result, are switching up the lanes. Hestejo will still kind of be caught here. Maybe their exact positioning was a bit of surprise to him. And probably be our first blood. He is tanky through the end of this. He's got the PMS. The sun's going to come out. But, don't Rise. You got to stun a little jungle farm as well and start building up those souls. It's expected slow start.
Mid lane. Some aggression coming in. EGM with a haste rune. Pull him back into the shrapnel.
That's just so unfair. Is that triple shrapnel? One hero. And then the PA with the dagger applying that one. The Lightstone and the dagger damage is insane. Toss back into Noya. They're actually going to turn and try and kill Limp here. Baby Knight knows he's not making out alive underneath all this shrapnel, but they don't get the second raise in, which means Limp's not threatened. He turns around and kills Rise as well. And the
not expect. No stun on the Ogre though, just the Bloodlust.
EM comes in immediately. Limp is going to be stunned. Turned around. Baby Knight hits a medium raise, and the long one will manage to fish up Limp. EM as well. Fortunately, still no level 6 for Rise. No swap back, but Baby Knight might still be able to get him 2 right clicks and 2 raises. Is all it takes to kill good, especially with Limp so far up. Yes, as experience.
Ooh, ace at bottom getting dived.
EP in, miss. Oh, nice jump forward. Now Rise is here, and a crit, of course. Power they need, and also all the fighting power, so they just bully down towers. D9. Stay safe, waiting on their mid-game timings. They are going to try and dive Baby Knight here. They do have the Crows of Haze as well as the Assassinate, but Baby Knight, Jonas Afon's closing that distance. He has a crush coming up, but won't be able to catch him. It looks like EGM. He is going to be dying instead. Cloud9 to respond just in time. SF's life and
just a little bit too deep and slap.
As the potential for much larger crit damage is here. Hestejo pops his head out. Whoa! A little bit overshoots that blink dagger. Misses the opportunity to get a call onto Loda. Now he's Savage Roared up. They go for the blink backwards, but it's still not enough. The Assassinate damage is there. Loda actually gets blown up by Baby Knight, who was on the high ground, came down with double raise. They're going to finish off Hanskin as well. Ace is looking to be able to close the distance with Limp, while Jonas Afon managed to hit a crush and finishes off Noya, but now he's slowed down by that dagger. Headshot 1, slowing down Ace. Ace not quite in range for the Phantom Strike here. He's actually stuck in an awkward position. He needs help from his team, but Jonas, a Phantom Strike, but Assassinate is here. They're going to finish it off, and Baby Knight can't actually stop that. He's got a Corrosive Haze, turns around 1-2, trying to finish off Jonas Afon. The ultimate is not able to go.
Traded for top. Rise getting the last step there, and yeah, this Venge finding some farm here and there, so we'll perhaps provide a second helm with the Dominator.
Slow down Limp and do manage to get a nuke on him. This is pretty good. Oh no, a failed call from Hestejo. They get him a 4-step backwards, trying to save his life, but with the Assassinate and Telekinesis, it is definitely dead. And
does he know? Yeah, they've seen the ban now.
You know about it. They'll lose their Wolf Commander. Oh, stun on Hestejo, but Ace is sitting there at the shrine. Ready to jump anybody that overextends a little bit too far. EGM's going to be trapped inside the shrine, does receive Shallow Grave. Hestejo is not in the region to be able to get the Culling Blade, so it looks like a successful TP. In the backlines, though, Ace is trying to go for Limp, but he's now been stunned up. Hestejo still trying to get that call, will manage to land it. They also get a crit out, but he's not getting any spins, so Hestejo finally gets the Culling Blade back over to Loda, who's trying to 1 versus 3 right now to finish off Noya. Hestejo and Jonas Afon separate, double nukes go on to the distance, you know? So that Hurricane Pike is going to be another good example of how Alliance are going to be able to stay ahead of this one. The Mjolnir static charged up Spirit Bear appears inside the Roshan pit. Hurricane pikes it away, does get some damage in. There's a Hestejo initiation onto 2, catching Loda, almost finishing him off, but he can't get the Cooling Blade. He's been telekinesis and Loda's getting away. He does have Ignite on him, but a healing salve a little bit more. No, he still takes out, ends up dying there. Hestejo gets hit by an Assassinate, so he's not able to make his initiation, and still gets hit by Jonas and Fon. But Alliance do have to back away. Still there's the call. Hestejo does manage to catch Jonas, stalling up long enough for the rest of the team to get here. They hit a dagger, wasn't a crit though. So Jonas will survive. Hestejo back to base for him. Scared of Assassinate from Limp.
Yeah, instantly losing the Aegis, but still good fight. Slatter's gonna TP right in.
He thinks that because Hestejo's gone, they can actually fight this one around, but
I don't know about that.
Limp in trouble. A long-range Phantom Strike does get on top of him. A stun out onto Jonas and Fon, so they're going to turn onto that offlaner instead. But C9 are in an awkward position. Oh, rotten. Way
Handskin.
up towards the top lane here. Unskin maybe to go here. Yeah, they're going to jump on him. Actually, can't get the Culling Blade out.
He's just a little bit behind where he'd ideally like to be as a lone druid. And boy, Baby Knight's just been perfectly called.
There's a nice initiation with the
dead lone druid.
BKB. PA throws out a dagger on Yono some fun, but he's got to go Scepter. They are going to try and respond, but it shouldn't. High ground pushing opportunities with. Sees his Observer Ward being countered, but he wants to be able to go on Limp. Does get the Blade Mail out. Look at the damage that Limp's dealing to himself. Now Ace jumps in, finished off the job with Kungra.
Oh, Handskin.
Hanskin. Gonna get caught. Gonna get smashed by a dagger.
I can
Dunzo.
without an Aegis. You don't have PA BKB, so Ace needs to perhaps be careful about hitting the tower, but until those buybacks come out, he's still
Oh, immediate jump in, finish off EGN.
Okay.
Gets a decent amount of damage on the Spirit Bearer as well. That's going to be finished off by Baby Knight. Now, Hestejo needs some assistance. Force Staff 1, Force Staff 2. He does get out. Buybacks forced. Tier 3 tower down. As long as C9 don't get caught on their way out, this is looking like a perfect exchange.
Yeah. Ace gets low to the Assassinate, but he's still more than okay, and they can just head straight towards the Roshan. About to lose their one Observer Ward as well to the timer, but even so, I think Alliance are just playing too dark on the map to reliably make a move out. Perhaps a Savage Roar that's well timed, but even that is unreliable with the BKB up now on PA.
Oh no, Jonas upon caught outside the base. Alliance are supposed to have this very treacherous.
Bonus armor on Sniper. Lone Druid has to stay very far away. He's just trying to push out that top lane, and yeah, Baby Knight's in there with the weave wearing off.
Buyback is going to be used by Jonas and Pond, but the melee Rax is still going to be falling here. Baby Knight, helpful Force Staff. Ace is actually taking a lot of damage from Loda and that bear, but the bear dies, and
they are treating this high ground defense. But again, it's Lone Druid Sniper, two of the best like high ground defenders in the game because of their range. So now with the BKB coming out for Axe, they will go for it. Oh,
back into the
crush.
deep we go. Jonas and Pond misses his initiation, will get out because of the Ghost Scepter. Another Manta popped. Ace gets rid of that Corrosive Haze. He focuses on one building. Baby Knight does the other. Ace dropping lower and lower. I think he's committing here. The Aegis is going to be failing soon, so better let it go down now. Hestejo looks like he got caught by a shrapnel and missed his blink there. Ace on round 2 pops his BKB, finishes off the melee Rex, and jumps back to blue right now. They've got top lane pushing in with Super Greaves. Mid lane will also eventually push in. Hestejo goes for the Force Staff forward, managed to get the blink on Loda. That's a big one. Culling Blade, finish them off. No save from Hanskin possible with that Shallow Grave. Baby Knight, he goes for the other damage dealer, ignoring most of them, forces Limp back. Now they'll finish off Hanskin. Baby Knight keeps on pushing Limp farther and farther back. Looks like Jonas did manage to get away, but now they're going to have to fight without the Lone Druid. He was level 19 still.
Oh.
Hestejo. Okay, that was a silly death. Maybe Ace can make the better of it or not. He needs to pop his BKB here if he really wants to be able to jump on Limp. Does manage to get the bash. Maybe this is it. Force that forward. A couple more right clicks. They do get him. Jonas Upon gets stunned up. Now the ultimate let go by Baby Knight. Does hit the back lines. Limp is hoping to be able to finish off Ace, but he gets another Phantom Strike away. They turn their attention towards the buildings. Limp, he just cannot seem to outpush the damage to really force C9 back fast enough. It's just going to be a range Rax left. That's it. Swap back. Limp is probably dead now, and Alliance will call it. GG.
Okay, it was a pretty close game one, at least for the start. It felt like Alliance, their laning stage.
Druid and Weaver are both kind of slow. Need something that's going to be... Most of the other offlaners have been... It's not quite the same, but Axe's Iron Talon jungling is, for the first 2 minutes, kind of similar to what it used to be. You don't have the quick suicide timing back to base, but you do at least get a pretty fast pair of Tranquil Boots. Hestejo is going to be your first blood at top lane. Looks manage to catch him with the single counter ward they have. Is sitting here inside the jungle waiting for Jonas Sampan because it's become a pattern now. Jonas Sampan goes jungle, then he pops out as the push comes in, and this is where Rise will punish Jonas. And this is, as you said, because he was getting so much experience out of the jungle, be a very big kill. Mid laners are kind of inexperienced. That's just because they've been dual laning so much against each other. Baby Knight's just about to pick up his level 5 in Limp. His opposite
crazy.
are jungle.
Yeah, both of them level 4 at this stage. Okay, level 5 now on Baby Knight, as you said. But top bottom lane, they've got another kill on Jonas. This Cliff Ward, they know exactly when he comes into the lane, and Rise. This is like the dream CM game. Like when your lanes aren't being contested and you get to jungle bit, you get so much out of those early levels. And the lanes of the entire C9 team, everyone has achieved their goal coming in. Like the Earth Spirits pressured all the lanes. Wars have all won their lanes, and Weaver's been disrupted up top. Every single lane has gone according to plan.
It's going to be caught behind the tower, but a nice ultimate gets dropped by Baby Knight, hitting on 3. That'll be limped down first. Loda is about half HP as well. With the golem on top of him, he's going to have to invest. Pops out, can't make it out alive. Has to Joe finish him off with Shikuchi, and will collect Hanskin's soul as well. Jonas some fun. It looks like he went for ace, but in the back line couldn't finish him off, and now he will inevitably be kited to his doom. Tier 1 tower going to get dropped there. Push. That being said, there is at least one ward that will spot some rotations, and it looks like Jonas does see Noya. Does manage to get the call with Loda and Hanskin nearby. They should be able to burst him down. The Weaver may be able to get some vengeance, though. He does have a good swarm on out. Rise is going to also be a target. Jonas with the extra Culling Blade movement speed. Very necessary. Looks like he may get himself out. Shikuti damage is going to be a little bit more. Loda's trying to help him out by eat that bug. There goes the armor, but it's still going to be enough. Baby Knight
Fully taken over this Alliance side of the map.
And C9, when they were responding to this kind of pressure, right? They waited out until they had the blink.
Vulnerable here. Does have the point booster for some survivability.
Oh yeah, managed to get a silence off on EGM, and he's the first one to pop it. Goes straight to his shrine. They do manage to catch Baby Knight. Can they actually kill him before? Culling Blade gets dropped, and there is going to be no chaotic offering in this engagement. Alliance now still have the opportunity to push out here. Hanskin threatening Ace as best he can. They do have some damage dealers, so they can at least finish off that Spirit Bear and catch Hesta Joe. Nice play by Jonas Amfan. He'll manage to get the stun onto him with the Assassinate, but they lack counter vision.
Yeah, if you're Alliance, like you need to get something, you need to make sure you win that fight. Problem is C9 already back, pressing the lane, it's low Druids coming down mid, and that is not where you want to be, EGM.
For a pushing bottom and like that other shrine. But
Jonas
Amfan with the haste rune is going to run into Noya. Maybe they could quickly burst him down. Magic Missile, it's just not enough. Assassinate's coming out. That'll bring Noya a little bit lower. Jonas Amfan may be able to jump back in and get that Culling Blade, but Hesta Joe is charging in deep, and looks he's trying to cancel that Blink Dagger. Loda actually receives the Savage Roar, stopping his TP, so now he's the next one in trouble, and I don't think Alliance have the turnaround potential. He turns, fights, tries to go kill the Spirit Bear, but Jonas Amfan and Limp are going to leave him to die.
Cross-spawn times, well, the Shrine perhaps a pseudo-objective. Jonas is still positioned at bottom. He's going for this. That's a lot of creeps. Savage Roar on cooldown.
Chaotic Offering is also going to be dropped there to help save him, and they do get the Entangle to stop the TP. Jonas Amfan high.
Need to know they're not being contested with Roche. They even scan the Shrine to make sure, well, there's no Shrine there, but they scan anyways to make sure nothing's going on. And Alliance, like, kind of a play. Can find a core pick off. Even a Weaver saying would be nice. Weaver's going straight into the Ag Scepter as a core hero, and I think with good reason.
Ace. He does manage to get off the melee form. That's going to make him so much tankier. The kick actually misses out. They are still pursuing this one. At the same time, Alliance went on top lane. Got Hesta Joe. Noya's going to be turned around here. Ace is going to be losing his Aegis here. If Hanskin has his way, the heal is barely doing enough. Now the Savage Roar plus Frostbite. Somebody finish him off. A Wave of Terror will do the trick. Now he's going to come back in range for him. They don't have a whole lot of stuns. EGM's out of mana, but maybe Limp can still do it. It gets enough right clicks in. Needs a little bit more. And all of a sudden, I see Vengeful Spirits over here on the map. I'm like, what? He swapped him. I can't believe Alliance made that kind of play, fighting as 3 into that Aegis, but it worked out. Jonas Amfan's going to be chased down here. He's got the swarm on him. He doesn't have any way to blink out. Looks like it could be his death. Ogre and Venge, they're just a little bit too far away.
It's going to be very, and even the Weaver, it's going to be very tough. And that initiation of alliances with the infested Lifestealer will get taken away with an Axe Weaver.
Oda, get here fast. We need your damage. Oh,
that is unfortunate. Oh, he walks back in.
All right, Jonas Amfan, don't try and chase. He's going to get hit by a boulder. Eyes out the broadsword for his. At least he won't lose gold here. A double
true.
damage on a. Well, he doesn't have a Spirit Bear. This is actually kind of risky for C9. They're trying to push out, see if they can catch EGM. They will manage to slow him down, hold him in place. Now they are going to be comboed up here, sandwiched between Limp on one side and Loda on the other.
Roche just, I don't know what happened. Like, buff after buff, Roche still seems easier, 1,000 gold short of that, so likely wait for these next couple big items to complete, and then the word will probably be, let's go. Let's end this game. They've got the Ags on Weaver, and they'll potentially find a pickoff now. Jonas, blink from the urn.
Urn, and now the man. Hi, Jonas and Fun.
A bunch of feedback with like all the different bugs and stuff that need fixing, and they were like, yeah, we're working, it is being worked on. There is a new drafting UI coming soon, apparently.
Oh, the swap, Baby Knight. He's the target. Not quite the combination they really hope for. He can get off the ultimate now. He turns around, sight the Vicey up EGM. Now the Golems will have their way with him, or maybe not. Loda defends EGM's life, kills one of the Golems, almost gets one of the other ones. Now Jonas upon managed to almost catch Ace. What was that? He get a force staff right through him. EGM, nice silence in the back lines. Frostbitten up, but Limp is still shooting as the Assassinate managed to finish off the CM, and now the Aegis falls from the Lone Druid. Well, Bear, but they do have a numbers advantage, 4 versus 2 against Limp. Lifesteal.
Golems just melted.
And Baby Nine has some long range of that Scythe of Ice. He's actually just gonna try and TP away. That was weird. That's one
with him as well, so if he gets that refresher like at a later stage of the game, it won't necessarily be a big game winner, but C9 looking to close things out, finding an easy pick on EGM as well, giving them additional chase and additional damage output. And Skin caught out.
They're
Kick won't
finding
land,
picks.
but they're not like the big picks, you know? It's not Loda, it's not...
EGM is surely dead. They keep lifestealer a little bit controlled as well. Bear may die again here. Ace is actually going to be not a Spirit Bear for 2 minutes. Now the initiation comes in. Noya actually not hit by that one. Does manage to get a stun up onto Limp. Limp's caught in the corner. Swap back. EGM does save his buddy. Lotus now going to be Scythe of Ice. There's the use of it. Ace is controlling him. Oh, freezing field. The right hand side almost brings down 2, but it's not good enough. Not going to last. Jonas Savon desperately chasing onto Ace. They need to be able to get these backline heroes. Jonas Savon, he will end up going down. Loda fights it out with the Golems and finishes them off, but Hesta Joe is here trying to clean up, and Ace is on his way as well. Alliance, they're not healthy enough to be able to fight this one anymore. They need to leave. Loda needs to get out. He needs to armlet toggle through all this, but it's not going to happen. Hesta Joe, he gets stunned up, but he does manage to get off the ulti. He will survive, though, and C9 won't get an Arcane Rune, too, so this means that Spirit Bear is going to have a lot less cooldown. Oh, Hesta Joe just runs right into Alliance as a 5-man.
That's just about to come back up. I feel giving them this Roche is...
the refresher plus Arcane Rune, too. If that timing was just a little...
Find a kill or lead a fight, they're going to ping out Ace here.
Savage Ward. They need a good one. They're not going to get it fast enough. That means Ace is going to be caught. Loda is going to gobble him up. The Assassinate helps give him the extra bit of damage needed. Now,
1,300 gold. Good news is if you don't want to buy him back, you can potentially trade racks if you're C9, and they can delay things using the Chaotic Offering, although if you drop the rocks now, you'll just be feeding them away, but it will delay things.
They are going to have the TP back. They're going to see if they can save their melee racks. The Chaotic Offering does go down. They've actually got a melee racks, and they managed to save their own. Range racks goes. They are still getting some map control. They're taking some of these outer towers. It gives them the opportunity. Another win, another pick could lead to them catching a whole lot more. Now they try and get Ace. They try and get that pick immediately after the push at top lane with TPs coming in, but they're just shy of being able to get Ace with the call. He gets a force staff out.
And it wasn't just Ace, it was Hesta Joe bottom. I mean, he may get caught out here, but he did a lot of good damage. He's going back in for the tower, perhaps? Yeah, oops, doesn't get that right click off. We'll get it and pay for it with his life. Best, safest play.
Hesta Joe going for just get greedy. He's so close. Force that forward. Gets the blink dagger. Pops out. Now the kick, though. It lands on 2, but it's still enough. With a raged up look, because it now means Alliance once again can get some map control. And who knows? Maybe they can push high ground. Maybe they can catch Ace. A swap. Oh no, Ace is dead. Ace is dead. Need to win the game.
And it's both split pushing heroes. The Weaver and the Lone Druid are the heroes that have been split pushing and causing them problems. So you're not worried about this top lane so much. Jonas is going to go back regardless. He's got boots to travel. They do need to be worried about buybacks with the boots to travel on cooldown for 10 seconds, but it seems Cloud9 with the low Lone Druid respawn, they just don't want to use it. They're like, well, we'll give them 2 full lanes to save our buybacks. They're going to drop rocks here. Loda, he's
Chaotic
tanky.
offering with the Scythe of Ice. Another chaotic offering. It's coming close.
Double
The Fatal
hex.
Bond damage is bouncing all those tears in the back line. Rice now going to come forward. He does manage to get the Frostbite up onto Hanskin. That's going to be another potential kill.
Yep.
As he is going to be just chased down. That
This 50-second respawn means you're not being punished for dying. When you're defend, you get punished because 50 seconds is a lot when your enemy's already at your base.
I'm a little bit worried about Ace here. He's playing this very aggressively. Lip actually comes forward. Jonas Savant intercepts Hester Joe. Hester Joe doesn't have buyback. He doesn't get off the time lapse. Ace, he's fighting up against Lip, but he doesn't have a BKB. He's getting kited around. The stuns are there, and they've taken down the Lone Druid.
Lone Druid dying, like that's the okay death for them because of that respawn time. But
is
the
it time to
Weaver
end the
dying is
game?
just not. Oh, they want to go
Scythe.
for it.
There it is. Baby Knight stops the initiation from Jonas Font, but they're still chipping away at that tier 4 tower. They know they have a minute to work with, not just the Weaver, but also the double rocks out from the Warlock. It's not
It's no
fair.
team fight.
He can only upheaval. They've only got the Lone Druid's damage to be able to work with at this point in time. Jonas Font pops that Blade Mail. The Blade Mail's going to fade off in a little bit here. Another Scythe of Ice placed onto Loda. He doesn't have buyback. Remember that, but Ace, he's also in a little bit of danger. EGM goes for him, straight up stuns him. Noya gets torn apart by Loda. Tier 4. He's down. Throne is exposed. It's already at 3k HP. Buybacks are rolling out from Cloud9, but Jonas Font intercepts. They're just going straight for the throne, and the Lions have done it.
Radiant team pick. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry!
Alchemist.
The first of many a blooded enemy.
Fate. Finest.
Condemned Titan's top tower is under siege. Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Death has met.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom. At last, the beast is laid to rest. Dot. We're talking about their difference. Dire's bottom tower, Radiant's top tower is under siege. Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower under. damage. Was Dire's courier... Radiant's bottom tower
Slices and dices.
Radiant's top tower is fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Oh no, the trees, no!
God giveth, God taketh.
Go!
By my fire.
Radiant shore. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
The Centurion returns.
It's not even about the Aegis. barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. structures
waste
are
of
fortified.
ingredients.
Radiant's middle
You distilled to your essence.
It's highly unorthodox.
repent.
What blasphemy is this?
Dire's bottom tower.
Sacrilege.
You could use more.
Faith tested.